on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
All right. So first of all, coming to the stage, one that I left off from last time, Rashida. Okay, Rashida, and I rap like Shawty Low. Girl, I don't know why we talking about shit from season 2 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't know why. I don't. But it does feel like a new season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is right around the corner. And so, you know, if they can do anything to drudge up us caring about people that's on the show, girl, they gonna do it. Okay, so here we are. Let's listen to Rashida.
Please come about my live with the but I love you guys. Anyway, so I'm gonna go visit my grandmother, and that's that. But I love my honey. We're here, and we're ready to do a little shop. Just talking. But then, like, I'm not apologizing. I'm not doing none of that. Balls, nut. Yeah, doing all that.
Apologize to what? No, I want to know.
What's the normal?
Well, if you tell a dumb go back and go look at the reunion when you did apologize, they'll shut the
Oh my gosh, somebody said their aunt is in too. Oh wow. That is beautiful.
Okay, so we want to say rest in peace to Rashida's grandmother because she did pass away, I think at like 92. So yeah, shout out to Rashida about that. Kirk, why are you and your earrings so aggressive right now?
It's amazing.
I'm sorry, your 3 earrings.
That is nothing but a blessing. And you know what I said? I don't care about stuff like that. What I care about is my grandmother being 96.
Okay, 96.
Right, and they need to do
that. Look, there they go. Thank you. Please.
Would you please let Rashida fly above all her haters? You're not even letting her fly above all the haters like her friend Candy would advise her to do right now.
Go look and shut up. They need to...
We're not coming here for that. If you come here for that, you can come on my page. Anyway.
Fuck that. Justice.
Please come up.
Since everybody's scared to say it, I think it's about time Rashida apologized to K. Michelle. Suki Hana, you started this shit, bitch.
And there were points where you empathized with her and understood her story. What was different that time? What made you take a different position?
To be honest with you, I've been friends with them for a very long time, and I'm very, very close to his wife, you know, and I heard both sides of the story.
What are your thoughts now on the subject, on everything that you've heard from K. Michelle?
You know what? To be honest with you, it ain't got nothing to do with me, but at the end of the day, I don't know if I believe K. Michelle.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Regardless of anything, for 3 years, I've been helping women who went through domestic violence. So regardless of how crazy K. Michelle is or how I act, I don't say I act right. I don't always act right. I never have said I was this picture perfect woman. What I said was, what happened to me is what happened to me. And Rashida, you don't have to believe it, but you sure sat there every episode getting your check.
Damn
straight. You did what it was. You sure cried at everything with me in my hand. But when the first episode came out,
or so many times,
and it got tough, you got to run it.
Oh, I ain't run.
Yes, you did. Tough.
No, I didn't.
When it got tough, the boss left, and we went to Sweet Valley High.
I never get that Sweet Valley High line, bitch.
First of all,
this not
Twitter saying his name.
Please tell Scarecrow to shut up.
You be quiet for a minute. Let me say something.
Well,
ain't nobody leave. You know what? Because to be honest with you, we can sit up.
I got you. I'm just talking to we women.
We are women. But let me say this. I had to put 2 and 2 together and say, something don't make no damn sense.
What don't make how I get out a $2 million record deal and everything? They didn't let me go. Like they let you go on yours. They didn't let me go.
Bitch, they didn't let me go.
They didn't let me go. I had to get out of mine. I had to get out of mine. You're straddling the fence, Rashida. When it got tough, I listened to you. I listened back to your marriage. I watched you disrespect your husband on TV.
I ain't disrespect my husband. Let me tell you something. A husband is
Don't talk about Kirk, bitch. Don't talk about Kirk. She about to jump out of seat.
And it got tough. You
got to jump out of seat.
That's all I'm
Please
believe that. That man you described you want is that man. And you not gonna get him.
It's my story.
Yeah, and that's a lie.
Girl, not a hole. You want my man ass, bitch.
Wow. I didn't want to.
Do what you do.
Do something with your nappy ass hair. You bipolar, schizophrenic.
Nappy ass hair. Oh my God, Rashida. Oh my God. It's giving texturism, featureism, colorism.
Ways, and she decided to
tell a lie on me that she told me.
Okay, so I don't believe nothing that man say. I'm not even gonna waste my time listening to that very distorted video. Like, what year are we in? What year are we in? He told Tasha K that he didn't hit K Michelle either, and it was all for a storyline. Except for the fact that the case wasn't on the storyline, nigga. Like, it was not on the board. They might have talked about it, but nobody was really covering that case. I don't even think K Michelle was on the show when the case took place. So shut up. In this position, he admitted to so you admitted in a court of law that you got into a physical confrontation with K Michelle in a Memphis hotel in 2009 and acknowledged that he spent money from Jive Records' budget for jewelry. He also sent text messages threatening to murder K Michelle's son. So, sir, this was all down to the courthouse. This was in the dispositions. So we really don't want to hear from you about how this didn't happen. I don't know when Rashida apologized. Maybe we missed it. Let's see.
So clear, because we've been talking about this for a long time. About how long was it been?
You was pregnant with Carter.
I was pregnant with Carter. So y'all.
Oh, you mean the baby? You mean the baby that you didn't think was yours, so you had the baby DNA tested? You mean that baby? And then, like, the season right after you had your baby DNA tested, then the whole Jasmine situation popped out? Boom. And now you got a baby for another person? You mean then? Oh, okay.
I guess today it came out the wrong way, but what I would say was I mentioned, I'm just going to say this. I had conversations, and I have to say, I'm sorry that you guys don't know that I actually had conversations with that young lady, and we had spoken, and I've apologized on that same platform that you've seen everything else. So I just wanted y'all to be clear. And the thing that's, is kind of hard over the time because people are always accusing you of doing something that you didn't do. And yes, I did. That was done. You're done, Pretty. That was done. And, she and I had conversations. I wished her well. Yes, you can help me.
I'm sorry. This is where you be wanting to be. Okay.
He just has to be on camera. Rashida can never just have a moment to explain herself without him jumping in. Okay. It just kind of seems like you never allow for Rashida to speak her own mind and get it off her chest. You always have to jump in. You always have to be seen. You always have to make it about you. That's what it feels like.
This is the thing.
Yes, I did. See, that's not what it was, y'all.
What's the young lady name? Because you on the shade room and they saying one thing.
They are.
And then you hear. So you have to say the name.
I did. I told K Michelle, and I apologized to her. I apologized to her and wished her the best. We wished each other well. I always told her, I was like, girl, you can sing your ass off. Listen, don't matter if we getting along or not. But she's always been super talented. So I do want y'all to understand that did happen. And once we had that conversation and spoke again after, not around that same time again. And then after that, and we said that it was, everything was cool. We apologized and, everybody wished each other the best. I left it there. I was like, okay, cool. Now, over time, things have been said. And that's why I chose to not comment on things when they come out on the internet, because I left it there. I didn't want to do that. I don't do that. And then a narrative be painted of me, saying, hey, Rashida, me not being supportive of women who have been through domestic violence or anything like that. That is not who I am at all. Never, not that. So I just wanted y'all to understand that. And that's the reason why
I don't know, Rashida. Seemed like back then when you had that straight pressing curl, girl, when you let them Brazilians down there straighten your hair for dear God. Or was it the Africans? Girl, I don't know who. The Dominicans? Did you go to the Dominicans? You went to the Dominicans and got that silk press done. Girl, I feel like that's when you thought that you ain't fuck with the people of domestic violence. That's when it felt like it was going on to me, girl. I think you done cleaned it up now, because now you gotta be more politically correct these days. You couldn't call nobody nappy headed in 2023 the way you call bitches nappy headed in 2007, 8, 9, whenever it was.
I've never continued to say anything about it because I really wanted it to be left where it was, which was
12,
us wishing
13,
each other
child.
the best and moving forward with our lives. So what? Y'all
I'm just looking.
What? I'm just being honest.
No, of course. No. I'm just looking at you. I'm sorry. I'm drinking a little soda.
I'm just saying.
No, because he wants you to go in like a pit bull in a skirt, girl. He wants you to go. That's what he wants you to do.
I agree, and I'm sorry for just always pushing you, but I just like.
And the thing is, y'all, is like I'm gonna say this because everybody's always gonna feel and say certain things and different things, but you said
support the victims as long as the abuser ain't somebody you know.
this, and you said that. You know what? Whatever was said at that time is what is said. It cannot be taken back. It cannot be changed. The only thing a person can do is continue to move forward, apologize, hold themselves accountable at that time, at this time, whatever.
All right. Okay, girl. I've had enough. I'm bored of it. And where is K Michelle? Here we go. I always get to where I'm going by walking away from where I've been. Meaning, I ain't got no time for the bullshit. I'm walking on over to the country music. That's what I'm walking on over to the country music, girl. I ain't got time for it. Okay? Now listen. Y'all made me feel like I should stop talking about these couples because, somebody always want to argue with me and tell me I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. Somebody always want to tell me I'm tripping. Somebody want to always tell me I got it wrong. Somebody want to always act like, what we talking about is a matter of opinion. And it is. But sometimes, y'all, I feel like I see what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? And I've gotten annoyed this past week with this whole bullshit about people not being happy for these young couples being in love and there's an attack on young couples. Let me tell you something. I never talk about a motherfucking young couple ever again, bitch. You're gonna have to fit an age criteria in order for me to talk about your shit. Because I'm good and goddamn tired of everybody acting like all of these young couples not putting their relationships on full fucking blast for everybody to talk about. And then when we talk about the shit, because we not goo goo gaga, because we're not delusional, because we not dickmatized, because we not so elated because a nigga spending money on a bitch, like because we're not getting all wrapped up in what y'all want us to get wrapped up in, and because we might be looking a little deeper or seeing a situation for the full picture and not just this one moment, you know what I'm saying? Looking at the situation more critically, yeah, that make a lot of y'all unhappy. But essentially, do most of these relationships work out, or do they end up breaking up? Do most of these young people stay together, or do they end up breaking up? Do the dudes act like they got sense all the time, or do the dudes act like assholes and then the girls be having to pick up the pieces? Because I feel like when we talk about these things, we coming from like a generalized space, a playbook, if you will. Same damn story, different people. Like, I'm sorry. Y'all don't want us to point it out. Y'all want us to just let it be what it is. We're going to let it be what it is because what we say don't have no effect. I don't know why everybody gets so upset about motherfuckers giving their opinion on these couples that put all of their business on Front Street. Bitch, we not talking about people whose business is not on Front Street. We're not talking about people whose relationships are not plastered all over the fucking blogs because they want to keep doing interviews, making each other look bad. Like, I don't know what y'all want from us as the public, but bitch, you can't pick and choose when we tap in. You can't pick and choose what the opinions are going to be. That's why people tell you to keep your fucking relationship off the internet if you don't want people to have an opinion about it. That's what they tell you. Okay? Now I'm going to tell y'all who I am going to retire. I'm not talking to y'all about DDG and Halle anymore. I'm not going to talk to y'all about their relationship, how it looks weird to me, how I feel like there's some push and pull, toxic but ignorant shit going on in that relationship dynamic that we just don't really know about. And I think they love to make all of their relationship look sparkly and sugary, and I think it's actually putting sugar on shit. But I'm gonna let the young people live their lives, because essentially, again, I don't give a fuck. It don't have no bearing on my life. I'm just telling you what it looked like to me, because it's on what? The blogs. It's on the blogs. Okay? But at the end of the day, what we say don't matter to these people. Like, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't. And you know what? I might be negative, bitch. I might be pessimistic. I might look at most of the world and feel like, oh no, bitch, not in my energy. You right. And a lot of y'all may feel differently. A lot of y'all may like to go through the ebbs and flows. A lot of y'all might like to go through all these ups and downs and shit. And you know, all of these fights and fucking, y'all like to do that forever and all of that type of shit. Y'all like toxic relationships. Y'all think that shit cool. Great. Great, great, great. I'm not gonna talk about these people anymore. I ain't gonna have nothing to say about them. And I mean nothing. I don't care what comes out on the blogs. I'm gonna do y'all a solid, and I'm not gonna talk about these people anymore. Okay? I'm not gonna talk about them. I'm just gonna let them go. I'm not gonna give my commentary on DDG and Holly moving forward. Okay? Fuck the song. Fuck the nigga's friendship with Blueface. Fuck the Ruby Rose situation. Fuck them hiding the baby but still showcasing everything on social media. Fuck y'all thinking that it's cool for a nigga to sleep with you in the chokehold like he's scared you gonna leave or something like that. Yeah, cool. Y'all enjoy that. And I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm gonna act like none of it's weird at all. But what I am gonna talk about is motherfucking interviews. Okay. And so we about to get into Simone Biles, because Simone Biles did another motherfucking interview. And now we gonna have to why-dye this shit like we did the last one. Let's look at let's look at the clip.
Yes. Who do you think is the better athlete in the house?
I think we're good at our own sports. We've tried to pin each other against on like difficulty, ability, and all of that stuff. So at the end of the day, gymnastics is harder if he agrees or not.
Wow. Yeah, that's a nice politician answer, but here's the truth.
I'm not trying to stir anything up in that household.
I know your name. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. I know your name. You know what I'm saying? So
let's go back.
Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadow and I feel lonely? Yeah, like I rolled it all together. Listen to me. Y'all, I don't think that Simone Biles is a punk. I don't think she no punk. I don't think she no bitch. But what I do feel is her and that young man are at home arguing. I think her and that young man are at home having fights and cussing each other the fuck out. Because there's no way this was not going to bruise Jonathan Owens' ego.
Let's go back to what you just said, which is that gymnastics is much harder. Sounds like this has been a household fight for some time. You want to get into it now? Maybe we clear it up?
We fought.
You want to get into it now? Maybe clear it up? I can't stand Kevin, because we're going to get to Kevin later. And maybe Kevin will, jump online and clear it up.
Over it a couple times, and then we vowed once we got married we wouldn't talk about it again. But it keeps coming up every time. But
it keeps coming up every time. They tried not to talk about competition, but they kept talking about it. It keeps coming up. Hold up, let me my glasses right, bitch. It keeps coming up. I wonder why it keeps coming up. Because it takes a very secure man in order to be able to deal with being with a woman like Simone Biles, who is a world-class, record-breaking Olympian gold medalist. Like, gymnasts. And y'all, gymnastics is so fucking hard. Throwing yourself all in the air is such, and sticking landings and not breaking your goddamn ankle ligaments. It is much harder and more controlled than football, and everybody knows it, okay? Jonathan Owens is not even at the top of his game in the sport. And if we all went and watched the full damn interview like they told us do, and I feel like I watched the majority of it, what I did surmise from it is that he's always felt insecure, like he was not good enough. He kept getting dropped from teams. And it was Simone that told him he might have been running a little slower right there, and he needed to pick up right here. So at the end of the day, what that let me know is she is the better athlete, and you're probably going to have a hard time with that because you're a man. You're a man in this society. And in this society, and I keep saying this, it's not just the rule for Jonathan Owens. This is the rule for most men, that if they are not stronger or richer, there's a fucking problem. They need to be physically stronger than you, or they need to be financially, they need to have power over you in some respect. If they don't have power over you in those respects, that means that they are not strong to the other men in the world if they're not dominating you. And I know everybody don't want to be real about this, but that's exactly why y'all get so upset about women saying anything negative about why you emasculating that man. Yeah, okay, all of that is because the woman's job is to make the man look good to other men. That's why the women can't say anything to men. And you got to just shut up and let a man talk to you any kind of way, because you don't want your husband to have to get into a fucking fight or get killed or something by another nigga that might be physically stronger than him. Because you are just supposed to be there to make these niggas look good to one another, essentially. Yes, for all of the things they need you for personally, but as it relates to men with other men, they have to be dominating their woman in some respect. And when they do sports, that makes them extremely competitive. And I don't think at 28 years old, Jonathan Owens, based on what I saw in that interview, has the security that it is going to require in order for her being better than him to not cause detrimental harm to their relationship. That's what I feel. I think that everybody wants to, oh, they love each other. They're young. Yeah, you can love somebody and still be throwing slick shots at them because you got to make yourself feel better. You got to make yourself feel better about the fact that they're better than you, or they may be the bigger star than you, and you wish that you were as big as them or bigger than them, and you can't be, and you never will be. And as much as it makes you feel good to be connected to that person, it also makes you feel terrible about yourself that you could never get to where they are, being so close to them. So you have to be extremely secure in who you are and what you bring to the table in order for you not to let that cause division in the relationship. Most men do not have the self-control not to seek vengeance on the woman in order to get back at her for her being stronger or better in the world, seeing her that way. Simone had to pay for that fucking interview with Pivot. The Pivot podcast, that interview, yeah, she probably had to go home and pay for that shit. She probably got screamed on, yelled at, silent treatment. However, Jonathan Owens, seeks his revenge on Simone Biles behind closed doors whenever he's angry with her in their relationship, because we all know how our partners are passive aggressive and want to get back at us about something, what they will do. Okay, so let's not even play that fucking game. Like you don't think that there's anything going on like that in their relationship. Shit goes on like that in everybody's relationships. Okay, people just won't go so low. There's a bar set that if they really love and respect the person, they're not going to say certain things. They're not going to do certain things. They may have a situation like that, but ultimately, I'm just being real with y'all. I think that it would be hard for any young man who is not excelling in his own sport to be able to be comfortable in his manhood, in a marriage, in a relationship, publicly with a woman that is at the top of her game in such an extreme manner. It is going to be hard. And if you ain't Stedman, nigga, if you can't really be comfortable in your own shit, you're going to make her pay for it. She's going to have to pay for it emotionally in some capacity. And that's just what I've seen. That's what I've experienced. And not even just with men.
Has done my workout in the gym and he could barely do it. And then I went to their NFL workout and I crushed it.
Fire.
Yeah. You saw that, huh? She was like, I went to the gym and I was in my, we was in my workout and he could barely do it. That's because you got to get your slugs off in some type of way. I feel like this nigga, they've been getting into it. This is what I feel like. I feel like, and I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't really give a fuck. But based on what I'm feeling, I feel like they've been getting into it. She tried to clean it up. She tried to have old boy come out and act like ain't nothing wrong with their relationship and fix, how that shit looked. It didn't work. It only got worse. She, I believe, had already done this shit because this already came out, if I'm correct, right? And it's just another interview. And when she said this shit seems to me like he didn't piss me off behind the scenes. So when I do this interview, I'm gonna make sure that I be honest and say that he really can't do what I can do. And I know it's gonna hurt his feelings because we already arguing about the shit. But I tried to, and I'm not saying because I feel like this interview probably happened before the Pivot podcast happened. But I still feel like that's what's going on in their relationship, tit for tat, competing with each other about who is the better athlete. And at the end of the day, he's never going to be the better athlete. So what y'all think going to happen? They're going to keep having this fight. Sometimes she's going to, diminish herself. And because she is a strong woman at the end of the day to do what she's done and be who she is in her life, sometimes she going to make that nigga feel worse. And she gonna get up there and keep it a buck and talk about how he's always bringing it up and how sometimes he be mad because he can't do what she do.
That's fire.
She's doing a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. NFL, right?
Yes.
Who do you think is the better athlete?
And I think everybody likes to set them up for this conversation, but them being young, I think they throwing shots at each other through these interviews. For real. But what I am saying and what I know is that young women, old women, medium age bitches, everywhere will diminish their greatness for a man. It is what they will do. And so a lot of times when we're dealing with women like Simone, Kiki, Halle, you know what I'm saying? Any of these young women, fuck, even crackhead Krishan, we keep trying to make y'all understand, fucking Summer Walker. We want y'all to realize that the way these niggas play y'all out in public and embarrass y'all and all of this type of shit, it's not a good look and it's intentional. And you end up diminishing yourself so that you can retain this stigmatized relationship that you in. When at the end of the day, you need to learn how to retain who you are in a relationship. Nut up on these niggas when necessary, drop them when necessary, but ultimately have your connections with them without diminishing yourself for their benefit. And everybody around you in society, in the community, in church, everywhere that has been a part of your upbringing as a young woman will teach you to diminish yourself and put your needs in the back seat to a boy or a man. That is what we are raised to do in this society, and it is not healthy for us. So when I have these conversations, that is the space that I'm coming from understanding that it's an issue for women, period, to diminish themselves and to go against what they want for themselves because society teaches them that they should be doing everything they do to keep, procure, or advance a relationship with some man. And it doesn't teach the boys that. It doesn't teach them to be so full in the head with women. It actually teaches them to do the opposite. Bros before hoes. Boys never had to not go to school back in the day a lot of the times. You just lead a girl to have to not go to school. The boy would still go to school and do everything while she just became a stay-at-home mom and forfeited all her fucking dreams and aspirations and shit. Like, it's an age-old story, people. It's an age-old story. And a lot of us have seen what happened to Halle Berry. A lot of us have seen what happened to Mary J. Blige, Jill Scott, Sherry Shepherd. Like, the list goes on and on of powerful women that get in relationships with men who at some point or another want to gut punch you and humble you simply because they are not better than you and this society expects them to be. I hope I made that clear for everybody. So we're about to get into Cardi B because y'all know Cardi B is losing her shit. And honestly, I feel like as a woman and as a person, I feel bad for her because I feel like she's like really going through it. And I really hope that she does what she needs to do for herself and that she refocuses on her and her children and is healthy in her mental and in her physical and in her spiritual again and is able to put this relationship behind her if that's what she needs to do. Because it's crazy for you to be in the house during the holidays having a goddamn mental breakdown while your nigga is out here cosplaying Michael Jackson with a good album. Cheating on you. It's just sad, okay? Child, what you say? The way married men and men with girlfriends be in my inbox, I be side-eyeing being in a relationship altogether. And that's why I have an open relationship, because I don't have time for that. You ain't about to be stressing me out. I'm trying not to judge people's relationship through my trauma lens. It's hard. Girl, listen. I was thinking the same thing. Like, maybe I'm just being pessimistic, but I just kind of feel like most people really are on bullshit. Even if it's not their intention, that doesn't mean that doesn't change anything. Just because the person doesn't intend to treat you badly, just because they don't intend to hurt you, if they are hurting you, if you do feel bad, then isn't it still the same situation regardless of whether they intend for it to be that way? I don't know. Because we was having a conversation about intentionality in the Discord. And I just was thinking about that. Like, does intentionality really matter? I mean, I know intention matters, especially if somebody's trying to hurt you. But if they're not trying to hurt you and they're still hurting you, I feel like it's still the same thing. The pain is still the pain regardless. That's a really cute picture of her. Reminds me of a Go 90s roller set or a microwave ponytail. Oh my God, right? So, y'all, again, Cardi explains her frustrations with her fans. Every single time that I have a crazy ass outburst is because of my fan base. Ma'am, you're having crazy ass outbursts because you don't know how to get your ass off the internet and get a therapist. Like, you don't know how to get off the internet. Like, I get it. I'm also somebody that will get emotional and get on Instagram Live. And I see she's on Twitter, child, whatever. You'll get on Instagram, you'll get on Twitter, you'll get on YouTube, child, wherever. You'll go live and you'll just start talking to people and you'll be looking for people to be emotionally supportive. So you're vulnerable. But instead, you get somebody that wants to be an asshole because they see that you're vulnerable. And so they want to have some type of power over you. So they say some stupid shit in your comments in order to revoke, to get the reaction out of you that they want. And you give them the reaction. And they get to feel like this very famous person, even though they were spewing, hateful words at me, they were paying me attention. Otherwise, nobody in my real life is even paying me any mind. When really, you need to get your ass off the internet, go vent to somebody in your real life or vent to a small group of people. I don't know, but damn sure not the all of World Wide Web. That's millions of people who follow her, but she needs a good therapist that she can have on call. And she needs to get off the internet. And we've been saying this about Cardi for years. And I feel like that's what I worry for this generation, the generation below mine, is that will y'all be able to step away from this shit when you need to so that you can be a real person? You know what I'm saying? Because you should be able to have your moments without a fucking lawsuit.
Oh, it's funny. We should all move on. Oh, I told y'all. Now y'all making shit about a book, which is crazy. First of all, it's fuck both y'all books. How about that? But I just find it so fucking funny that y'all think it's so funny that I have to fucking scream at y'all and everything after I was having a good motherfucking day with my kids and all that shit. And what bothers me is that it's like y'all think it's so funny because y'all kept dragging and dragging, dragging. I'm pretty sure that Kim Barbie was telling y'all privately, yo, she's not with Offset. She's not with Offset. But of course, y'all kept going and y'all kept going because y'all want to fake try to prove me a fucking point. And no bullshit. I really think I should just talk to my mom. Y'all should just talk to my mom because one thing about my mom, she would tell ya when people try to fake teach me fucking lessons, Like, oh, we're gonna do this shit on purpose so she could learn a lesson. You know what that makes me do? That makes me really be on some. You know what? Now I'm going to do it. Now I'm gonna fuck this nigga. I've even fucked this nigga. Now I'm gonna fuck him. Because when people be trying to teach me a fucking lesson, it pisses me the fuck off. Don't fake trying to teach me a fucking lesson. Don't try to fake drag me. Y'all talking about, oh, we was dragging this. No, y'all was trying to drag me. Don't do that. Because then that shit makes me want to do shit on fucking purpose. For real. For real.
Girl, are you saying in order to get back at your fans, you gonna fuck your husband? Girl, what? Girl, now you sounding like Robin Dixon.
Now that the world's dragging me, because first of all, let me tell you something. Nobody was dragging me. I don't see the GP dragging me. I don't see people that don't fucking like me dragging me. All I was seeing is for hours. It wasn't like, oh, y'all was pissed off and y'all dragged me for 1 hour, 2 hours. Y'all been talking shit about me for fucking 6 hours, trying to make fucking viral fucking tweets talking shit about me for hours and hours and hours and hours. Y'all insulting me. Then y'all put my fucking kids on shit. Then on top of that, y'all start insulting my music. And y'all start insulting everything else. And it's just like, this is why I said from the beginning, this is why I haven't even been on spaces. This is why I haven't been on live talking to none of my fucking fans. This is why I haven't been on Station Head. This is why I haven't really been fucking with y'all. But then it's like, I should be like other fucking celebrities. Like, y'all be like, oh, she shouldn't be doing this like other celebrities. They don't do this. They don't address shit. Yeah, this is why I also should be like other celebrities that don't fucking talk to their fucking fans at all.
Yeah.
Because I started being nice with y'all again. And guess what? For what? Y'all motherfuckers are sending me a fucking book so y'all could just fucking drag me 3 days fucking later. And y'all was dragging me. I wasn't even dragging anybody else. Y'all was dragging me. But now when I went, I'm pretty sure I can't tell y'all that I was single. No, y'all had to fucking literally.
You're not single. You're separated from your husband. You have not divorced him. You are not single. Let's grow up with the language. First the fuck all. Let's grow up with the language. Okay? If you want to get back with the nigga, if you want to fuck him, it's your business. And none of these fans should be able to really be talking to you about whatever you're doing in your relationship. That's why I have a problem with sharing so much, because I don't want anybody to think they can tell me my life because I'm sharing or because I want to feel like I'm in a safe space. That doesn't mean that motherfuckers can tell me my life. So ultimately, yeah, do us a favor. Stop oversharing with these people if you cannot take the way they come at you. They're obsessed. It's not healthy. And I don't know why you can't understand that you can't have these types of conversations with them all the time. You can't.
Hear me outbursting, telling y'all that I am. Oh no, it was all fun and games. It wasn't fucking fun and games to me. Now I'm getting dragged by fucking everybody because I couldn't just shut the fuck up about something that I'm pretty sure the motherfuckers was telling y'all is not what it is.
The fact that you think you're going to be able to control the mouths of people on the internet is insane to me. I don't think I can control the people on the internet. I can only control myself. So sometimes I get my ass off the internet because you can't control what these people say. You can't control what they think. And there's really no point in trying. That's kind of why, ultimately, even though I understood her suing Tasha for feeling like she putting out lies and shit, but I also felt like, bitch, what you think you the first person that somebody done lied about that's a celebrity? People are really going to be able to say whatever they want to say, period. It really is like that. In real life, a person can say whatever the fuck they want to say about you. And if you decide to put your hands on them, they can still get your ass arrested. And you can sue people for defamation, but you can't sue everybody. It's not financially feasible to sue all of the goddamn internet. And then you can't even sue them all of the time. So at some point, you are going to have to detach from the internet. You're going to have to detach from these people and controlling their responses to you. A lot of them are not okay, girl. They're not okay. They're not sane. They're not healthy-minded people. They don't have the recommended amount of chromosomes. Like, you don't know what be going on behind these keyboards. It be straight up, no disrespect, y'all, but y'all know a lot of times it'll be the slow kids that used to like to antagonize people. Now they're behind computer screens and they get to antagonize people through keyboards. Like, some of them are just hating ass fans. Some of them are people, a single white female in you. They're obsessed with you. They want to be you. So even though, yeah, they want to listen to your music and watch you and know everything that's going on with you, essentially, they want to consume you. They want to eat you alive, energetically, mentally, emotionally, some of them physically. So no, your fans are not your fucking friends, Cardi. Not really. Sometimes you're going to be able to form relationships with people that are your fans, but you got to suss that shit the fuck out. And you still have to keep a safe distance for yourself. So I don't know what your expectations are of the people on the internet, but you thinking that you can get the internet to shut the fuck up is crazy.
And now y'all gaslighting me. Well, she always commenting on this. She always doing this. She's always doing that. I don't see any other fucking fan bases doing what the fuck y'all doing. At all. I don't see them doing that to their fucking face. But y'all, oh yeah, we trying to teach her a lesson. What fucking lesson, bitch? Y'all should really talk to my mom. My mom was trying to teach me a lesson, kicking me out the house. Guess what? She begged me to come back. I never fucking came back. Never fucking came back. I slept in a bus station. I don't give a fuck. I'm letting you know right now. I'm not fucking with people. Don't ever try to fucking teach me a fucking lesson. By dragging me. As in that's gonna make me feel like, yeah. What? What is wrong with y'all? And I'm pretty sure Kim was telling y'all, yo, it's not what it is. She's single. No. Y'all, it almost made me feel like y'all enemy. No. These other motherfuckers ain't my enemy. You guys are my enemy. Because I'm pretty sure that he was telling y'all this. But guess what? It wasn't enough. Y'all wanted me to fucking come and address it and have an outburst so all these fucking blogs could post it so everybody can make fun of me again. Like, and it's crazy. If y'all don't notice, it's a pattern. Like, it's like every single time that I have a crazy ass outburst is because of my fan base. But y'all want to send me a fucking book. Every other time I'm fine. But y'all want to drag it and 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 drag it. Oh,
because they don't have nothing. Girl, this is the highlight of their fucking life. The highlight of their goddamn life is being able to fuck with you. Let me read some of these comments first. Let me reply to some of this. Crazy how celebs treat their fans when they ain't pushing you to spend money on them. She will be singing a different tone when it's time to drop music. I'm telling you, don't think about it that way, because I don't think she's intentionally being like, fuck all her fans. I think there are specific fans that are doing weird, obsessive shit. I don't think it's all of her fans. I don't. I think it's impossible for it to be all of her fans. I think what we're seeing more here is lack of artist development. Yes. Lack of maturity. Yes. That's what I think we're seeing. But I also feel like it's hard for people to keep their business to themselves in this social media age. It just really is. You really do have to have a certain level of self-control in order to not put your life on the internet like that. That's just what it is. Hold up, where's it? Okay. And in real life, there are consequences. Y'all, I don't know why everybody. Let me address this. I don't know if everybody, if people are new. I dragged Tasha for this shit. I did. I absolutely dragged Tasha for this. I absolutely did. And then I talked to Tasha in person and got her perspective. And her perspective was, yeah, bitch, I dragged that shit. I went too far. I had to learn a lesson from that. Absolutely. That will never happen again. But essentially, that bitch tried to bully me. She tried to bully me because she thought she was a bigger star and because she had more money and she was just going to be able to tell me what the fuck to do with my shit. And as somebody that don't like being bullied, I totally understood where Tasha was coming from. And so as time goes on and this shit has gotten dragged out, has that stopped people from thinking whatever they want to think about Cardi? Has that stopped people from bullying Cardi online? Has it stopped people from saying whatever the fuck they want to say? Has it now stopped them from wanting to sue her? No. So my point is, regardless to, you know what I'm saying, whether, because somebody else said something about how I'm always, you know, not just you mentioning Tasha is, you know, in that comment is what made me want to comment on it. Because I saw some other comments on my public video when I was talking about Kevin Hart. And I read that story straight up face value and gave y'all my honest opinion on that. I don't have a reason to bullshit. I even said she gonna get that money by any means necessary. Okay? I texted and asked her what's going on, so I don't fucking know. So I'm not about to get up here and talk about some shit that I know I can get full perspective on that I don't have perspective on. So I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm gonna go off what I'm seeing and I'm gonna give my opinion. And I gave my opinion, my honest opinion. It annoys me that people feel like because I have the relationship I have with her, that I'm not being honest in my commentary. I am absolutely being honest in my fucking commentary, but I have a different perspective. And I have a different perspective because I do this as well. Okay? And so, yes, I do. I would have took the fucking video down. I wouldn't have let it do all of that. I wouldn't have. But now, hindsight, looking back on it, has this not made Tasha get bigger? Has this not made her star rise higher? Not some shit I would do, but it's how she did it. And I can't be mad at that because now I benefit off of it. That would be crazy for me to be sitting up here going in on Tasha for the very thing that benefits me. That would be hypocritical. And I might be a lot of things, bitch, but I try very hard not to be a goddamn hypocrite. Okay? But I'ma just keep it a buck. At the end of the day, some of the things that Tasha said about Cardi are right. You in your fucking house, letting that nigga drive you crazy, worrying about the wrong shit when you really need to be on your business. Okay? All right? And we'll get to the Kevin Hart thing. But I just don't like that people feel like I'm not giving my honest commentary because me and Tasha do business. Like, in good business. We do good business together. But I'm still going to say what I think. And I think that Tasha does shock jock shit, and she's good at it. She's good at being the anti, male identified. Okay? A lot of shit that I myself don't really like. Particularly would not do myself. But can I really be mad at her? Not really, because I benefit off of it. The fuck? I don't know what nobody want me to say. Want me to be fake. Anyway, Cardi B is defaming me and causing people to attack me online. I have contacted my attorneys and I'm on the way to an emergency psychiatrist. This is Banji Barbie. This is the worst day of my life. A celebrity using their platform to engage in cyberbullying of a private citizen. Please stop. Now, let me tell y'all something. Because I don't really know what all took place. According to ex-user, she will be allegedly taking legal action against Cardi B after accusing the rapper of defamation. I don't remember hearing in the portion of the live that we heard, and she might have said the woman's name in the portion of the live. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all think y'all can get online and say anything to a celebrity, and a celebrity is not supposed to respond to you because they have more followers than you. People have done this to me. Y'all feel like y'all can say anything to me and I can't respond because my platform is bigger. So I'm just supposed to stand here and let you pinprick me or punch me and all of that, and I'm just supposed to take it because I'm more visible than you are. I feel like as soon as you at me, as soon as you leave a comment, as soon as you play with me, you are opening up the can of worms for me to use whatever is at my disposal to get you to fuck up off of me, off or to respond. Once you done came at me, once you done said some shit to me, once you done put a comment on a public platform trying to come at me, please understand that you're going to get whatever the fuck response I choose to give you that day. And if I choose to ignore you, then I'll ignore you. She was saying, Ken Barbie told y'all that we wasn't together. She wasn't saying that Ken Barbie was the person that was sending her the book. She was saying that Ken Barbie was the person that was saying, I know Ken told y'all that I was single, that me and him, that it wasn't like that. That's what I thought she was saying. But either way, it's obvious it might be, these Nicki Minaj fan troll accounts that keep going that Cardi girl. I don't know what the fuck going on over there. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. But all I do know is y'all gonna stop acting pussy after y'all, play like y'all want to get fucked. Okay, don't play pussy and then get mad when you get fucked. Don't do that. Okay. And what that means is don't come at people and get mad when they big bad wolf your ass. Leave people alone. Understand it's a possibility that she ain't gonna fly above all her haters and be the bigger person. Y'all always want somebody to be a bigger person. No. Sometimes motherfucker don't have the patience that day to be the bigger person for you. I will be pursuing legal remedy. This is absolutely egregious. Bitch, I have the recordings of her spaces and the screenshots. Cardi B fans have now contacted my employer, have leaked my address and threatened harm. This negligence has jeopardized my mental and physical well-being. In addition to cause, you need to go after those specific people that drop your shit. If you can't prove that Cardi B told her fans to do that shit, I don't think you should be able to file litigation on somebody because their fans came after you. Even the fucking Barbs. Even the Barbs. I don't feel like nobody should be able to hold Nicki Minaj legally responsible for the shit her crazy ass fans do unless there's evidence of her telling them to do so. Like y'all had a Trump telling people to have the insurrection, In addition to cause irreparable damages to my income and reputation, there is legal precedent of celebrities doing this. I will pursue this to the fullest extent of the law. Please do that. But understand, if she can prove that you was coming at her and sending her, a fucking book on Twitter, coming at the lady saying all types of shit. Okay, understand that might just be some fair game type shit. You can't just be coming at people all the time and then get mad when they respond to you. You know what I'm saying?